How's it going, guys? JP here. Welcome to another DVD/Blu-ray update. No promises, but I'm pretty sure I could get this one into one part, but maybe not. I don't know. I'm pretty bad at judging these time things. Sometimes I talk too long about each release. I just did one of these a couple weeks ago, so I don't have, a crazy amount of stuff, but definitely been doing some grabbing of DVDs. And some Blu-rays, mostly DVDs though. Got some horror, pretty much all exclusive except for a couple things, a few TV shows and a non-horror DVD. Stuff from all different places. So I'll start with the stuff that I got from eBay. I got this in a lot. And I wanted one item in this lot, so I bid on it, ended up getting it for a very solid price, and the other things were kind of bonuses. A few things I owned, two things I didn't own. So first up, the Amityville Horror. I already have this film. This version only has a theatrical trailer. There's really not much use for it, and I will eventually get the Scream Factory Blu-ray box set, so this is like really obsolete once I get that. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do with a copy of the Amityville Horror, but I'll figure it out. Maybe give it away sometime, or give it to somebody or whatever. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. It's not a very hard to find film. After that, we have The Fog Special Edition. Now, this is a film that I also own Blu-ray Scream Factory edition of, and I'm pretty sure that edition has a DVD version too, so I don't think I'll need this unless this has some special features that were not ported onto the Scream Factory edition. Then I guess it has some use in my collection. I have still not watched The Fog. I know, it's crazy, right? Because everybody tells me I need to watch The Fog. I hear really good things about it. It's a John Carpenter film. How didn't I see it yet? I don't know. I own it. There's really no excuse by now. I need to just watch it. So The Fog. After that, we have The Exorcist. I own the box set of this film, but these snapper cases are almost nostalgic now, so I might just hold on to this one at least until the collection grows out of control, and then maybe I'll get rid of it. But for now, it's going to go on the shelf. After that, we have Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the little meat pack edition. I've been looking at this for a long time and always kind of wanted it in my collection, but I wasn't going to, seek it out because, even though it is my favorite horror film of all time, I'm not really a double dipper. I don't really buy every edition of every film, and especially, if I already own the film a couple times, which I do own the Texas Chainsaw Massacre in a few different versions. But as a freebie in a lot, it's a nice welcomed addition to the collection. So Texas Chainsaw Massacre Meat Pack Edition, I'm glad to have it. It's a cool looking edition. After that, these are the films that I didn't own, and first up is The Changeling. Now this is a film that I'm very interested in checking out. I hear a lot of people put it on their top 10 ghost films of all time, which a lot of people did put this on their list in the question we asked on our last podcast. It's one that's always been kind of on my radar and I never got a chance to see, so definitely looking forward to The Changeling. After that, we have The Haunting, which is another ghost film that everybody kind of talks about and says is, a good haunted house movie, so looking forward to that one too. Then we have Night of the Living Dead, the colorized version. Now, Night of the Living Dead is a classic. The black and white is probably definitely superior to this film. But I've always kind of had an interest in wondering, what the colorized version was like. So now being able to have it in a, in a lot is kind of a bonus. It's pretty cool. I'll definitely check it out. It definitely has me curious, and I just kind of want to experience and see how it feels different, because it's gonna feel different, and I'm interested to see what that feeling is. So yeah, that's kind of a cool thing to have. But the main reason I bid on this lot, and I got this lot for $8, which was like incredibly awesome, was this film, Salem's Lot, the Snapper Case Edition. This film is out of print, and it sells for about $20 or so used. But this copy was like near, brand new. There's really nothing wrong with it. There's a few scuffs on the side, but nothing major. The disc is like very, very clean. and it's a film that I've been wanting to see forever. This is a Tobe Hooper film based on a Stephen King story. It's one of the Stephen King films I didn't own, and it's one of the vampire films that I've always wanted to see. So this is definitely going to be a film that I'm going to watch very soon. I'm super happy to have this, and I even got Jeremy, aka NES Ruler 22's seal of approval, because Jeremy finds the best deals out there, and he even says that this one was a good deal. So very glad to have that. On to some of the other DVDs I grabbed. I grabbed Dance of the Dead finally. I'm trying to grab all these Masters of Horror, but I kind of already started getting them with the slipcase, so I'm only looking for the ones with the slipcases now, which is going to take a while to grab all of them, and I might even pay, you know, $1 or $2 more, which for each release, which kind of sucks, but I already started trying to get them with all the slipcases, so now I have to finish it or else it's going to bug me. After that, Big Lots grabbed Eight-Legged Freaks, Giant Spiders. It's a fun time. I kind of like this film in a, you know, guilty pleasure type of way. It's been a while since I've seen it though. After that, we have Sharknado, $5 at Walmart. Couldn't really pass it up. Everybody's kind of talked about it. It's kind of been through the pop culture cycle now, and it's kind of dying down, and I'm finally gonna check it out, because that's usually how things work. Everything's like being talked about, everybody's, you know, talking about it, and then I see it like 6 months later. So yeah, kind of missed the boat on that one, but I'm interested to see what all the hoopla was about. After that, we have Fright Night 2, New Blood. I actually really did like the remake, and I'm almost positive that this sequel is going to suck. Direct-to-DVD really didn't have any buzz behind it. I know Moods hates the remake. I really liked it, but I have a feeling this is going to be a terrible direct-to-video sequel. But it was $5, you know. I'll give it a shot. After that, we have some pickups that I grabbed at FYE. There was like a sale going on, you know, it was like buy one, get one free, and like there was some 30% off stuff. I don't really know which fell into which category, but I got all this stuff for around $30 or so, which probably overpaid a bit, but yeah. Storm Warning from Dimension Extreme. I think this is Australian or something. I heard somebody talk about this and recommend me checking it out, so definitely going to give that one a watch. After that, we have a kind of torn up wrapper copy of Edge of Insanity. I mainly got this because of Anthony Perkins, and I believe that Moods might have recommended this before. I'm not really sure though. After that, I grabbed Poltergeist 2 and 3, both films I did not own, and I kind of been wanting to grab them for a while, so finally grabbed them. MGM double pack. It's on one disc, I think, probably a flipper disc. After that, I actually grabbed this 4-pack, and I mainly grabbed it for Wolfen and Bad Moon. One of them's out of print. I always get these two films confused since they're in the 4-pack together. One of them's out of print, and I wanted one of them, and I wanted the other one, so I grabbed the 4-pack. It also has Coma and one of the Body Snatcher films. So that's pretty cool. Neat little 4-pack there. After that, I grabbed another werewolf film, Cursed. Wes Craven film, I believe. And yeah, directed by Wes Craven, written by Kevin Williamson. And from what I understand, this had a very like rough production. I remember seeing it. I think it's pretty bad, but I kind of liked it in that guilty pleasure type way. And I'm trying to grab all the Wes Craven films that he made, so this is one that I needed. After that, we have The Bunker, and this is just a film that I got based on it looking like a Nazi zombie film, or at least a Nazi film, or at least a zombie film, some kind of something. Yeah, so I just grabbed that one. After that, I grabbed Candyman 3, Day of the Dead. I needed this one. Now I have the Candyman trilogy. Excited, very excited to watch the 3 Candyman films. I've only seen the first one. I love the first one. It's a great film. I did see the other ones as a kid, but I really have no memory of them. So revisiting them should be a lot of fun. This is like super cheap, like $3. After that, I grabbed Hood Rat. This is Ice-T and some other guy. I think this is like, I don't know if it has to do with an actual rat or, you know, a chick, you know, hood rat, or just something in the hood. I don't even know if it's like really a horror. I mean, it should be a horror film. It looks like one, but I don't know anything about it is what I'm trying to say. But I grabbed it because it's called Hood Rat. After that, I grabbed a film that I actually meant to review on Shot on Video Week for Body Bags. Moods recommended this one to me, but for some reason, I ordered it like 3 weeks ago, and it just now showed up. So, Gut Pile. This is a Shot on Video film put out by Sub Rosa Studios. Moods recommended it. I wanted to watch it for Shot on Video Week. I had to review something else because it didn't show up in time. And I ordered from Amazon. I don't know what the deal was with that, but yeah, it was only like a couple dollars. So yeah, Gut Pile. After that, we have The Fly 2. I grabbed this used copy for, you know, a couple bucks. It's not the greatest shape. The case is has a lot of wear to it, but the discs look fine. It's a collector's edition. I've actually never seen The Fly 2, and I really like the original Fly, and I'm curious to see what The Fly 2 is about. Then all these films I grabbed from this certain website. I actually forget the name of it, but these were a couple dollars, $1 to a couple dollars each, and me and Jeremy both got a couple of the same films. Really, you know, good deal there. He found it. Of course, he found it. He finds the best deals out there. It really is kind of impressive, some of the stuff that he you know, shares with me. Thanks for that. I grabbed a double dose of Joe Bob Briggs. This is a box set I actually knew about for a while, because I had a list of all the commentaries Joe Bob has done, and I wanted to grab all of them, and this is so far only the second, you know, the second commentary I got from him. There's 2 of them here. It has Double D Avenger and Jesse James Meets Frankenstein's Daughter. So Joe Bob Briggs is such an iconic, awesome person from, you know, horror history, drive-ins. Monster Vision was one of the main reasons I'm a horror fan today, so I really, you know, owe a lot of credit to this guy. He kept me entertained for years. And it's just something that I really miss. I have a lot of the Monster Visions, you know, on bootleg DVDs, just because I love that stuff so much. It takes me back, and I'm really interested. He's an interesting person, too. His commentary on I Spit on Your Grave, I really enjoyed. Him talking about, you know, Siskel and Ebert and stuff, and how trash their review was. Good stuff from good old Joe Bob. Always been a fan, always will be. That was like $3, by the way, $4 or something. So, you know, that was worth it to me. Then we have Ice Cream Man and Jack Frost 2. I mainly grabbed this for Ice Cream Man. I really, speaking of Monster Vision, I watched Ice Cream Man on Monster Vision back in the day, and I really liked it back then. Clint Howard, very awesome. Jack Frost 2, you know, killer snowmen and shit, so... I normally don't buy double packs, but I'm starting to get a little bit more into them, considering how limited on space I am. So, you know, double packs aren't looking so bad as of late. Then I grabbed Synapse's Strange Behavior. This was $1. So was that Ice Cream Man Jack Frost double feature. This was $1 from Synapse. I don't know much about this film, but it was $1. It was $1. So, yeah, grab that. Then we have Patrick from Synapse, which was also, I believe, $1, which it was $1. I believe this is one of the, like, an Australian film. I believe that it comes up when people talk about, like, Ozploitation. So, I'm not exactly sure, but I've always heard kind of good things about this one. I'm interested in it. I think a remake of this is coming out, too, soon. After that, we have... Two Front Teeth from Unearthed Films. I believe this one was like $1 or $2 also. These were ranging from $1 to like $3. Christmas horror, gotta get it, right? I mean, you gotta, I gotta build my Christmas horror collection up for next year. I just need to. I was barely had any last year, so I got to get all of them out there. So throughout the year, I'll probably pick up as many of these Christmas films as I can. I won't watch them until Christmas because I'm one of those people that need to watch things in season. I have to watch Halloween films during Halloween for the most part. But with Christmas, I really love to watch them during the Christmas season and not any time else. So I'll be picking these up throughout the next year. Then we have Bone Sickness from Unearthed Films. Also, don't know much about this one, but like I said, it was a couple bucks from that site. Sorry I can't share which site it was, I kind of forget. And then we got another Synapse here. We got Thirst. And I actually think I've heard things about this one too, so don't know much about it, but it was $1. Then I want to give a big shout out to thedevilseyes.com. Check them out. Actually won a contest over there. And I believe Rich, the owner of the site, sent me Lost Season 5. You can also check out our podcast, 22 Shots of Moods and Horror, over there also. But Lost, I actually have Season 1 and 2, so now I have Season 5. Gives me a good reason to pick up the other 3 seasons that I don't own. I was a huge fan of Lost when it was, you know, the first couple seasons. By the end of the show, I felt myself being very angry, so yeah, I was a little bummed out. I actually never finished the series, but I remember after, in the middle of season 6, I was not feeling it. I was kind of mad, so I quit watching. But I have always been interested to revisit the series and start fresh, enjoy the first couple seasons, and then eventually finish the seasons that pissed me off. So with that said, let's move on into the Blu-rays and the TV shows and stuff like that. I guess between the Blu-rays we can do the couple TV shows and non-horror stuff I got. So I got a documentary. This goes with the DVDs. Psycho Legacy. Man, I really like the Psycho films, and I have really heard good things about this documentary. I believe this is like a Rob G film or something like that. I think the guy's name is like Robert something. Yeah, Rob G. That's a cool dude. I've heard him around on podcasts and stuff. So, yeah, definitely interested in checking this out. Then I got Cat Dog Season 1, Part 1. I love 90s Nickelodeon. This is a show that I watched as a kid. I liked it back then. I still, you know, can get enjoyment out of it now. So, you know, Cat Dog Season 1, that was basically $3 from Shout Factory, so not too much there. Then I grabbed the 6th season of Boy Meets World, one of my all-time favorite shows. I have Season 1 through 5, I just needed to grab Season 6, and now all I need is Season 7. This is like this is one of the more expensive things I bought. It was like $10. But you know, it's worth it. A whole season of something for only $10, that's not too bad. I could have got it cheaper, but I wanted it right then. After that, I bought this for about $1 off of Go Hastings, and I think they have a lot of the other ones, so I'm gonna slowly start buying these too. And that's UFC Classics 1. This is the very first UFC event. I've seen this multiple times, the first event. I've seen the second event, third event, fourth event, all the way up to about 8, and then I haven't seen like any of those until like UFC 100. I mean, I've seen like fights from them, but I haven't watched the full events. So I'm gonna start. I want to get every single event ever. So I'm gonna start with UFC 1 and I'm gonna work my way through it. And every time Go Hastings has a sale, I'll try to grab a couple of them. And you know, it's only $1. The very first UFC fight ever broadcasted was the boxer versus the sumo guy, or the Savado, Gerard Gordeau versus Taylor Tooley, and he kicks him in the face and his tooth gets knocked out. Well, so brutal for the time. This is, you know, classic UFC with no rules and shit, where it all began. I like watching that stuff as a spectacle, but not as a sport. It's, you know, it's a little too fucked up. They definitely needed rules in place. So, But it's fun to look back on. I just wouldn't really want to see it now. It's too little too brutal. So yeah, UFC 1. I love MMA. Now onto the Blu-rays. I grabbed Night of the Demons 2. This is a film that I've been wanting for a while. This is Olive Films. I think they're overpriced as hell, but they are such a, you know, independent company, and I guess they're just trying to get by. I mean, they're putting out films that I want to see HD versions of, and their transfer on Tix was pretty damn good. So, you know, I'll grab them when they drop in price a little bit, but I'm not going to buy them when they first come out brand new, because they're just a little overpriced. Night of Demons 2, I love the first Night of Demons, have not seen the second one. Then I grabbed The Right for $5. Not very interested in this film. I don't really like exorcism films almost at all. I like The Exorcist. I thought The Last Exorcism had moments. And that's pretty much it. I'm not a huge Exorcist film fan. I do like Amityville 2 also, which is, you know, has a lot to do with exorcisms in the second half. Then I grabbed Drag Me to Hell, which I was like thinking like, I wonder why it's in a white case, because I know I've seen it in an actual Blu-ray case. Then I looked a little bit closer, and it's in a PlayStation 3 case. So, yeah, that's weird. Drag Me to Hell, unrated director's cut. I like Drag Me to Hell. It's a good movie. I haven't watched it since it came out, but I'm definitely interested in going back. Then I grabbed something that I really, really wanted. Like I said, I'm trying to get all the Stephen King films I can, but this is one that I wanted on this edition, and it is The Mist. Oh man, I love The Mist, and I really have been looking forward to checking out the black and white version. Moods has said good things about it, and even before that, I wanted to see it. So finally glad to have this. $5, you can't beat that. Then I grabbed this for about $7, and it's The Comeback. I grabbed it because it's one of these redemptions, and from what I understand, these are kind of expensive. So I was, you know, happy to get one for kind of cheap. I guess there's a lot of these released because I think they're numbered on the spine, and this is like number 27. I don't know if you guys can see that too well. So yeah, I guess I need a lot more, but for now, I'm good with this one. After that, we have Saw 2. Picking up all the Saw films, gonna watch them all eventually. Yeah, enough said about that. Then I grabbed My Bloody Valentine 3D. Pretty cheap. I bought it used on eBay. It does come with the 3D glasses, a couple pair of them, and they just fell out. I believe 3 or 4 pairs. I might watch it in 3D, who knows. I kind of like doing that every once in a while. And finally, for this update, it would not be a DVD update without some Scream Factory. So, I grabbed Psycho 2, and of course, Psycho 3. So, I grabbed both of the Psychos, trying to catch up on my Scream Factories, getting more caught up than I was. So, that's what I'm trying to do. I actually grabbed Psycho 2 and 3, plus the Psycho Legacy for, I believe, like $40-some or $40 on, it was right around $40 on ScreamFactory.com, and then it came with CatDog for $3, so not too bad. And that's about it, guys. I'll see you guys next time, and this one went about 25 minutes, so I'll keep this one in one part. See you guys next time, though. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Leave me some comments. Tell me about these releases, and peace.